Okay, so I'm going to be going through the solo mode for Black Rose Wars, and the reason why we're getting the game hopefully in the next month, which is really exciting news. And obviously from the live unboxing from Marco, it was amazing to see the content we're going to get in the Wave 2. Absolutely phenomenal. It's an absolutely amazing game to start with, and we're getting all that additional content. Now, when he was going through the live, we had a chance to have a little sneak peek at the Sator box's rules, I suppose, which included the solo rules. And they're very, very similar to the print and play ones. And they have 3 pre-constructed decks. I couldn't see anything in the view of how you create your own decks. So I've come up with a little rule. So looking at the pre-constructed decks, I've decided you choose a character, whichever character you want, you grab their 3 cards, okay? And then you can think about how you want to, and you can create your own deck. How you create it is you do 7 cards from one school of magic, 5 from a second school, 3 from a third school, 2 from a fourth school, and 1 card from the 5th school. So you've got 5 schools of magic in total, going 7, 5, 3, 2, 1. So I've chosen illusion for my 7, so my main school. And the reason why is because I've got some divination already in Jafar's 3 class skills, I suppose, or spells, or whatever you want to call them. It makes sense for illusion, which I really wanted to try as a kind of character. So illusion, 5 divination, and I'll talk about the spells as I play them basically. 3 destruction, so it kind of, because there's not a lot of damage going on with illusion and divination. Hopefully there's enough shenanigans going on that I managed to keep up with the Black Rose. My 3 destruction spells are there to basically do a bit of damage, along with a bit of necromancy, 2 necromancy, and finally a 1. What's it called? Is it illusion? No, not illusion. Conspiracy. Now this one, you could argue, is a little bit OP for solo mode. Because this says remove all evocations in target room, earn 1 victory point basically for each evocation removed to a maximum of 4. Obviously the solo mode is all about the pure evocations, no mages. Also remove the target evocation and take its place, earn 1, you can activate. So I just feel that's a bit strong for this mode, but saying that, it's 1 card. There's 21 cards in total in my grimoire, in my my constructed deck. So we'll see how it plays. I feel that's got, that's got legs in terms of a rule. Obviously it needs playtesting. I'm playtesting a fair amount to see if it's going to work. But what I loved about it was I could go through all the spells and then decide what ones I want to use. So it's a real good way of figuring out how the spells might work together, what 5 schools of magic you want to take through, and more importantly, the 2 main schools and how they interact together against this solo mode. I'll play it on medium because that's the way I feel like you should certainly play it to start with. I've set it all up, so we've got the special room tiles. This is all the print and play, and then we're going to choose our 6, or we're going to shuffle and select the 6 starting evocations for the Black Rose. Okay, so that's my grimoire done. So now we go, I'm just going to use this evocation deck because it's a lot easier to shuffle. Give them a good old shuffle. And then I'm just going to discard the very first one, so I don't know what they're going to be. So we discard the first one, and these are the ones that we're going to take out. So Mutant Altar, number 1. Whoops. So obviously I've got these little cardboard. They don't really work either, which is a bit of a shame. But we'll use those anyway. The first one goes into the Black Rose. So the Mutant Altar is very likely to cause instability, I think, in the room. Is that correct? Instead of acting, places 1 instability. So that's not good news for the Black Rose War room. But never mind. Next, we go to the next one. which is an Andromeda. So let me find Andromeda from this pile of cards. Andromeda, which is actually the number 2 Andromeda. And she goes into the throne room. Next, we've got another Andromeda. Oh no! So they're going to be causing instability in all the rooms as well, which is not ideal. There we go. That was a lucky cut. Now, so there's the next Andromeda, which is number 3. So we've got Andromeda. They've only got 4 health, so you never know. This is shuffled as well. A Landerschlecht, which will go in here. And that Landerschlecht will be this one, number 8. So Landerschlecht is next. That's not one of them. So I'm just going to move these up, and they go in order. It doesn't really matter. I'll set them in Perilium order in a second, because it's the easiest way to kind of set them out. So that's 4. A Landerschlecht for number 5. So that was 8, and then I need a 1. So there's 8. Now I need the 1. There it is. And finally, a Divine Altar comes last, which is a 2. Divine Altar over there. Okay, so now we've got our setup. In terms of when they're going to act, -5, -5, -3, -2. So it's actually in order. So going from -5, so the Mutant Altar and Andromedas will act pretty much all the time, because your Perilium can only go to a minimum of -5. So they're going to act every turn. So every time I've done 2 actions, they will always act. And then obviously in the evocation phase, everything acts anyway. The Landerschlecht are -3 and the Divine Altar is -2. So not a great start, because that's going to be a lot of activations, but not very strong. However, evocations to start with. That's the only random thing you have to do. So I'll put my evocations back here. I put my rest of my evocations along there. Okay, so we've got our solo mode events and quests on the quarter moon, crescent moon. So the first thing we need to do, if we think about the play of normal, the normal play of the game. Let me just check setup. So let me just make sure I've got all this right. We've set up the board. We've placed our room over here. It was our choice. So being a 1-player game, you can actually place it anywhere in terms of the corners, on like I guess on these corners if I wanted to. So it's kind of free reign to place wherever you want. I think we're ready to go. Yep. Okay. Just checking. So I believe to start the game, we start with do we start with 4 cards or something? Where is it? Sorry. You know what, I've completely forgotten. Do you just draw 4 cards? Yes, you do. Oh yeah, right, okay. I thought so. Okay, cool. Sorry. So, God, it's been a few months since I played this. Right, so first of all, we need to grab our quest, because we don't have one. And let's open the gates. Activate the garden. The garden is all the way over the opposite side of the board, which isn't great. Instead of the normal room effect, place 1 instability in the garden room and 1 in the adjacent room. So again, this is a special one. It's not the usual one. It gives me 1 VP. You don't get points for most quests done, most trophies, but the Black Rose will get points for trophies at the end of the game in terms of scoring. Now, destroyed rooms, you gain the PP immediately. Okay, and it doesn't work in the same. If you have even number of cubes, it's not the person who placed the last cube. It's literally the Black Rose wins ties. So that's both for the Black Rose and the player. So that's all linked into the Perileum. Okay, so we've got that. Next, we move on to the Black Rose phase. So let's see what they're going to get. Attack of the Clones, a real Star Wars anecdote. So, first of all, Black Rose Wars gets 3 points. So they get starting off. And obviously our Perileum is now the difference between them. So we go to -3. So everything apart from the Divine Altar will be acting. Summon 2 Andromeda in 2 blue rooms of your choice. This is not good because that's loads of Andromeda. It's going to depend. Now the good news is, discard a card or all Malkodia in the lodge act immediately. There are not going to be any. I think I should have 4 cards. I think I should have my cards to start with before this happens, or else I can't discard cards, can I? So I'll talk about those in a minute. I think that would make sense. So, effectively, I can only summon 1 Andromeda because that's all I've got, component limited. So that's all that happens. In a blue room of my choice, are we going to attack? Now, yes. So I'm going to go into the Abyss on the attack of this. And it goes in the 2nd position. This Andromeda, we need another card. The final Andromeda card. So bear with me while I search this. Not easy other issues. Awesome. So Andromeda, and I'm just going to shift her to be placed here, and that is the number 1 Andromeda, oops, which goes here. Okay, so now we've set up our next Andromeda, so we've covered this. Also, as a kind of questing, extra points, if we activate all the blue rooms, we get 2 victory points, and this is discarded, so it doesn't get the power point once it leaves the track of the event phase. Okay, that's event phase done. Right, so we've got our study phase, which is basically grab 4 cards. We have got Jafar, so we've got a 9 card limit in our hand. So we've got a nice Meteor Swarm to start with, which is always good to do 4 damage on all models in target room. So that's the Landerschlecht and the Andromeda Destroyed, which sounds good. It also does instability in my room. That's always good. I can move to a target blue room and activate it. And I can select a room other than blue and 1 for each model. So again, I thought about this, but I think that's the whole point of deck building, right? So this is going to be really strong. Select room other than blue and 1 for each model up to a maximum of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I did this spell in this first round, I'm going to get 4 VP. Now, is it worth doing? Because all that's going to do is put my power points up and keep me away. Or I can remove the Divine Altar, assign 1 to that room, to all rooms adjacent to it. So that could be good, and get rid of their evocation. So that could be quite good as well. So you can see that by constructing your deck, your actual deck, it can make it so you can really hone it towards the solo play. Now, hopefully that won't be too strong, but we'll soon find out. Target model, then inflict 2 with 2 instants. So the question is, can I do everything I need to do this? Can I activate all the blue rooms? So what I could do is I could move and activate, get rid of an evocation straight off the bat, so probably one of the Andromedas, to be honest. Then I can move to the Oracle room, which is the normal Oracle room. By the way, we've got this little help sheet for the new rooms. So the Oracle room is draw 1 card from your Grimoire and add it to your hand. So I can just search this deck for that uber powerful one. That could be really nice. So that's the second standard action, and activate. And then I can cast this one and do the third blue room. So I can actually do everything. And not only that, is I can mirror the Abyss and get rid of 2 evocations. So we can move, we can destroy, and we can remove 2 evocations. This is good. Wow, this sounds nice. 3 evocations, in fact. Wowzers. Okay, this is going to be a pretty strong round. So I have to do it in order. This is a rule I made wrong in the first video. So you have to go from 1, 2, 3. You can't just go 3, 1, 2. Okay, you have to do that order. Obviously within reason of what you're hoping to do. So I think we're going to hit Spring Right as my quick spell. The room is considered thing for this turn, and this needs to be my first spell, okay? Because then I can kind of, while there's loads of models on the board, I can get the 4 VP. So I'm going to go for it. So I think that's the better way of doing it. Then we need to do 4 on all models, and then we need to move to the target room. So we've set up our board. Sorry, you can't see it. But we set up our board with our spells. I'll go through them as I play them. Okay. So we've now prepared. We've done the preparation phase. So now we go to the action phase. So first things first. I hope this isn't going to be too OP, but we'll soon find out. We're going to move to the Abyss, and we're going to activate the Abyss. We're going to remove Andromeda from Bibliothèque. No, we're going to move her away from the throne room. Okay. So she's gone, and that was number 2, which is this Andromeda here. Okay, so that's the first one gone. Right, we got. Now the problem is, oh yeah, I didn't think about them attacking. I think I'm happy with getting the damage. So I'm going to cast this before stuff starts to happen. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we cause instability in my room. So this is my first standard spell, reveal active side. So we select a room other than blue. Oh, a colour other than room. Purple. We'll say purple. I should have thought about that. So you could argue it's slightly cheating, but with that in mind, obviously I would have taken the Andromeda out of the yellow. So I choose purple. There's 3 of them. So I'm going to go down 3 VP. So now our Paralium is equal. So now, our power points is equal. So we're on 0 Paralium. So everything's going to be activating, which happens now. I've done 2 actions, and we start with the Mutant Altar, which is going to put 1 instability into their room. So that's the Mutant Altar, which is in the Black Rose War room. At the end of a movement, Andromeda places 1. So this Andromeda will literally just place instability in this room to try and target what we've got. There is a little bit about here. Here we go. The evocation moves towards the mage and attacks them. The evocation moves to reach the evocation controlled by an attacks. The evocation moves as close to the mage as possible, always choosing to stay in the rooms with the least Black Rose evocations, okay? The least Black Rose evocations. Oh, okay. So that she wouldn't stay there then. I think she would because she's already in there. This one's going to move to here because that's closest to the mage with the least amount of Black Rose evocations. Do you know what? I'm not sure that's true. I would say that they move their full amount and they always go for the one. If they're trying to put instability in a room, they're trying to destroy rooms. So she's also going to move to there and activate that room. So that's number 3. Because they got 2 movement, basically. The Langderschlecht will attack me. So it hits me for 2. I can't do anything about that. I've got no defense. And the other Langderschlecht will come in and attack me. Now, those of you astute will know that this is all coming into my own favour because I'm about to destroy all of them. But that's another 2 damage to me. Is it 2? Yes, it is 2. And the Divine Altar gains 1 power point. So it goes up to 4. So that takes my Perilium down to -1. And that is all the ones that activated linked to my Perilium rating, which is everything. Right, next, I'm going to use my standard action to move 2 and activate the Oracle Room. And I'm going to look at my Grimoire and I'm going to find, I think, oh actually, there's not going to be many evocations. So we're coming up to the half moon. I kind of wanted to get some forgotten spells before that room gets blown up. So I could summon Andromeda. I could look at the 2 quests of Moon 3. Can lose 1 power point to just grab 1, which are worth a lot of points. That's quite nice too. I think read the past and the future. So basically, I can draw cards from my memories or look at my Grimoire. So I'm going to grab that one and put that in my hand, shuffle my Grimoire. It's going to be a pretty good turn. I mean, I've got 4 damage, but I'm pretty happy. And my second action, of course, will be using the second spell, which I put my destruction spell, which is 2 away in line of sight, which is this room here, of course. 4 on all models. First of all, instability in the room I'm in, and then I destroy both Andromedas and both Landschlechts. With an absolute beast of an attack. That was a perfect card to actually have. So that's 2 Andromedas and 2 Landschlechts, leaving just the altars left over. They have got 7 and 6 health respectively, so they are pretty beefy, the old things. That's my 2 actions, so we go back to them. We're still on Perilium -1, so both are going to activate, which is basically putting 1 instability there and gaining 1 point, taking me to -2 Perilium at the moment. Next, what was this again? Oh, I probably should have done that. Never mind. Well, we're going to do both of these spells anyway. So first of all, I'm going to remove a Divine Altar. So that gets removed. So that's the Divine Altar gone from the target room, and it could be anywhere. Assign 1 to all of the ones adjacent to that. So this one. Oh, that's not good. Don't lose those cubes because they are component limited. Now we do start to accelerate the Black Rose Wars, which isn't great, but no, it's not the end of the day. And it also does instability in its room as well. Okay. And then my final spell is my 3rd spell, so you can do a quick spell and the 3rd spell, which is move to target blue room and activate. And I'll use the Abyss that's already been activated, of course, which is remove a Black Rose evocation. So I've cleared the board for all evocations in turn 1. And instability in the room that I've done that from. So instability in the room that you cast the spell from, move to that room, activate it. I've activated all blue rooms, so I've completed this. So that gets discarded, and I get two power points, which puts us joint on 5 apiece. Peryllium goes down up to 0. Pretty happy with that. No evocations to go, so we can forget all of that. So we can go straight to cleanup phase. So refresh my standard actions, put all my spells that I used into my memories, refresh the activated rooms, check to see if any rooms have been destroyed. They haven't. And we go back to the Black Rose phase. So, we're still on Crescent Moon. The Beast on a plate. Summon one Cerberus in a red room of your choice. Right, so I need a Cerberus. A red room of my choice. I probably don't want them near me. So I'm going to put Cerberus right over here, miles away from anything. Although, if I defeat a Cerberus, I get rid of this card. Let's have a little look at his card, first of all, before I decide what I want to do. If I can find a Cerberus. There's one. Okay, there's a Cerberus. Move 2, hit for 4. Wow. 6 health. The chances of me destroying... the chances of me destroying a Cerberus is pretty hardcore. Also heals if it attacks you. But it's -1. So I think I am gonna put it there. That's a 1. Whoops. So I'm gonna put that next to him. Leave him there. I know that every time you activate a room, Cerberus moves 1 step towards you. If he ends up in your room, he attacks you. Oh, wow. Definitely leave him as far away as possible. That's going to give him 2 power points. And we are now in the full moon phase. So, hang on, have I got this in the right way? Sorry. I just want to check the timings of the spell, of the quest, not spells, the quests. When do you draw a quest? Events are replaying bullshit from one to the other, but there's none on the board. When an event is out of the game and it's discarded, the Black Rose power points indicated. That's when you draws 1 event. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, so you do the events first, and then you do quests. Cool. So obviously, I've already got an active quest, so that's not going to take effect. Anyway, if I defeat Cerberus, I get 2 power points and discard this card. And it goes into slot number 1. Now we would go to quest phase. I'm just going to remove the Crescent Moon cards and put in the Half Moon cards. Give those a shuffle. There's only 5 of each, but obviously there's only 1 player drawing cards from it, so that's why there's not many. So we're into Half Moon, and that means, you guessed it, Black Rose Room is available, which is quite handy for me. I'm definitely thinking. Now, Black Rose Room is slightly different. It's a bit easier for us. Discard 3 spell cards from your hand, then draw 3 forgotten spells and add 1 of them to your hand. Place the others on the bottom. So instead of 4, the normal 4, you only need to get rid of 3 cards from your hand, which is really cool. And with this card that I've just got, I can potentially pick up 2 from my memory to help me get rid of the amount of cards that I need. Okay, Black Rose phase done. Study phase is 4 cards. So you just draw 4 cards every time. Oh, we got some damaging stuff. Inflict 3 to all models in Tiger Room and assign 2 instability to that room. Okay. Look at 2 quests in Moon 1. Oh, wow. 4 events in the current moon. You can rearrange them in any order and earn 1. Inflict 4 to all models. So actually, my 2 red spells could destroy Cerberus. So maybe I change my mind of how I'm going to do this. So I don't really want to play that. I do really want a Black Rose War. So I'm going to be getting rid of that one. So 1. Then 2, 3. No, I need that. I need to play that one. I'm going to get rid of this one, I think. So I'm going to keep those to destroy Cerbero. I'm going to keep that one to get me 2 more cards. So by playing that card, I get 2 more cards to my hand, and then I can get rid of them from my hand, if that makes sense. It does to me, anyway. So I think... Now, of course, the other thing I can do, you don't get point... Ah, yes, I do get point. I do need to defeat Cerbero to beat that event. So I was thinking I could just go to the Abyss and activate that and then don't have to worry about that. But I'd rather destroy him. So, and this would also start me to go up on this track, which would be quite cool as well. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now my question is, the evocation will move 1. It says here it's going to move 1, okay? Now, if I'm here and activate this room, does it go this way or this way? Or can I choose? I say I can choose. The only reason I'm saying that is because if I go here and activate that room, I can move him to here. Then I can do 2 quick spells, which will be my my destruction spells. Boom, boom. He's gone. I get the power points from that, and the board is cleared. Then I can do this to grab the 2 extra cards into my hand, and I've already got another card from the Oracle room. Then I do 1 more move to the Black Rose room, and I get my extra awesome Forgotten spell. I like that plan. So we're going to be using 3 spells in this particular one. I think that's what we're going to do. Of course, I could. Ooh, I could grab another quest, which does sound quite cool. Did I do that right? In all 1 rooms, yeah, that is right. Or I can change the events to put them in any order I want, which is pretty strong as well. So they're definitely coming. Or I could look at the first 3 cards in my memories. I'm going to be drawing 2 from my memories. So 2 of them are going to be disappearing. I've only got 4 in there. So I could nearly get all of my memories back. I quite like the idea of that. Oh no, actually, shuffle together all memories and the grimoire and draw 2. Right, these are all starting to sound really cool. In fact, yeah, I got summon a divine altar, 4 on all damages, move to target blue room. Yes, okay, we're gonna do that. We're let me think. Yes, as long as I do the Black Rose the final thing I'm going to do is the Black Rose. I'm going to blow this room up to start with. Okay, so let's definitely do that. 4 damage plus 3 damage and assign 2 to that room. Awesome. That's quick spell and the first spell. Then we're going to grab 2 from my memories. And then it's fine, there'd be no evocations, so I can just do 1 action at a time then. So that's going to be that one. So move. So we're going to use... Actually, I'm just going to put the destruction spell second, and I'm going to get the 2 cards from first. So the play will be standard action to move to the Oracle room, activate, Cerbero moves to the Abyss. Then I use my first spell to grab 2 from my memories. Then Cerbero will act. Oh yeah, pants. Didn't think of that. Well, actually, we're at -2 Perilium. As long as I don't get points, which I will do. No. I've really got to think this through. Because the rooms explode as soon as they reach it. So, move activate. Cerbero moves to here. -1. Yeah. Move activate, Cerbero moves to here because of the event triggering. Then I play this card, which will put 1 instability in here and allow me to draw 2 cards. Cerberus would go then, but he's got -1. He only activates at -1, I'm at -2, and I'll be still at -2. So he will not activate. That's really important. Next, because he's there, I do my quick spell and the other destruction spell, destroy Cerberus, put 2 instability into the Abyss, and I think the extra one into the Oracle Room, that gets destroyed straight away. I get the 3 power points from that, and I jump ahead. Then I do this, draw another 2 cards, and then I do my final action to move into the Black Rose Room and grab the rest of it. Sorted. Think so. Let's give it a go. So my action first is a standard action, which is going to be to move 1 and activate the Oracle Room. So Cerberus is going to move 1 towards me, and I can go through my Grimoire and choose any card I want. So I think we're going to do a lot of moving around and activating rooms. I think that's what I want to do. Or move to target blue room. Or I get cards that get me more cards. If that makes sense. By getting cards that get me more cards, I'll be in the Black Rose Room. I can just literally activate it. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to grab this one again, which does instability in the room. So I'm kind of doing instability in the Black Rose Room while picking up extra cards. I like the sound of that. Shuffle my my Grimoire. Then I'm going to play my first set spell, which is grab 2 from my memories, put an instability in the room I'm in, and I'm going to grab and do I want to summon a divine altar for each divine altar in play? I think I'm going to move to target blue room. I'll keep that one, and I'll get rid of. I'm going to also get Spring Right. Okay. So they're the 2. Oh, actually, sorry. I don't think I can get to choose. I don't think I can go through them and just choose. I think you literally just grab the top 2 from your Grimoire. So it's Shadow Step and Spring Right. Okay, so that's my 2 actions. I'm on -2 Perilium, so Cerberus does not act during this phase. Next, we do our quick spell, which is Meteor Swarm, 2 away. Oh, please tell me this is 2. Yes, it is. Which destroys that. Does 4 damage onto Cerberus. And because we have destroyed this room, I believe it immediately... Let me just check. When a room is destroyed, whoever's the most instability on it immediately gains the amount of PP. Oh no, sorry. It doesn't get immediately destroyed when we check for destroyed rooms. What does it? When the room is destroyed, yes. It doesn't get destroyed till the end phase, the cleanup phase, so it's alright where it is at the moment. Then I use my second spell, which will be a wasted damage to the room, but we're going to do 3 damage. It's got 6 health, and that destroys the Cerberus. And I put 2 instability in that room. So if I can get 1 more in there, that's going to look pretty for points. We've now met this condition, defeat a Cerberus, 2 and discard. So that's going to put us even at 7. Which puts my Perilium at 0. Cool. I've got a free board, so I'm free to do what I want. I'm going to do my third spell, which is shuffle your memories and your Grimoire together and draw 2. So I'm going to shuffle my Grimoire and memories together. Whoops. I'm going to try anyway. Struggling. And then draw 2. That's another Meteor Swarm. And Arcane Mirage, which is gaining power points for figures, and the same. And then finally, I'm going to use my standard action to move 1 and activate the Black Rose Room. So 3 cards. It's discard 3, isn't it? Not destroy 3. Yeah, discard 3. So that one's definitely going. I'm not really going to use that. I'll get rid of the Divine Altar. And I will also discard. Ooh, don't know. I kind of want to. I quite like to read the stars. It's a chance of getting a Moon 3 phase. I kind of need Destroy. I want all of these. I want all of these. Read from the past and the future. I'm going to get rid of. So that's my 3 spells. And then it says, draw 3 forgotten spells. I love these things. This is obviously going in my hand. And let's see what we've got. Eviscerate. Inflict 5 to target model ignoring spells. Defeat the target if she has at least 1 damage. Not great in solo mode. Assign 5 to target room. Inflict 7 to the target. Pretty good. Look at 4 quests from the previous moon deck. Pick one and take its reward. Earn 2 power points. All mages in target room. Right, it's not great. I was really hoping for Infamy of Crate. I think it's going to be the best because I can basically destroy a room straight away. Or just destroy any target. So I'm going to get Disintegration because that is beast. The other 2 get kind of shuffled up and put at the bottom of the Forgotten Spells deck. Awesome. I got a Forgotten Spell. I love it. And I've got 4 cards and I've got space for another 4 cards. So that's going to be cool. Okay, cleanup phase. So this is where this is destroyed. So I take away my cubes because I really did pound that room. Oracle room, that is a trophy. You basically discard it straight away and you gain the power points that is equal to. So I just put destroy room there just to remind me. But that's going to be 3, taking me to 10. Oops, wrong one. So now I'm actually on +3 Perilium rating. So pretty much everything's going to attack me. But that's fine. So that's all destroy rooms. Let's discard my played spells and refresh my standard actions. Cool. Oh, look at this hand. Love it. And we haven't even got the other 4 cards yet. Okay, so that is cleanup done. If I don't know. Obviously, activated the Black Rose room and the Oracle room, which is gone. I just need to flip this now to show it as destroyed. Awesome. Pretty happy with the first couple of rounds, definitely. We are a target now, but let's see what the event tells us. This will tell me if I should have done something. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right. Summon 3 Landeshet in the 3 grey rooms. 1, 2. Let's grab another one. 3 Landesschlecht and a Bone Knight in the Black Rose room. Ah! It's going to gain 3 to go up to evens, so Perilium of 0, which is good against the Bone Knight, to be honest. All the Black Rose's undead evocations move 1 step closer to the mage. If they enter his room, they attack. Oh. Wow, so I'm going to get attacked by the Bone Mage. Never mind. If I destroy the Bone Knight, I get 2 and get rid of that card. That's brutal. So that happens now. So, all the Black Rose will do 1 step towards the character. So you're moving to there. Oh, hang on. I've just realised I need to put the little tokens on, don't I? Hang on. So, Landesschlecht, Landesschlecht, another Landesschlecht, and the Bone Knight. There's the Bone Knight. And there's the Landesschlecht. Come here, Bone Knight. Okay, so Bone Knight's number 3. Then we got 8, 1, and 5. We had 8 before, didn't we? Oh, there it is. So, 8. He's going to move 1 towards me. They're going to move 1 towards me. And then the Bone Knight will attack me because he is in the same room as me. He hits for 4. He hits for 4. So there's nothing I can do about that. So that's 4 damage. I've got 2 left. So I'm not looking too strong now. But we're keeping up with the Black Rose, which is kind of key in this game. Normally you would fall behind. So I'm doing better than normal, but that could be because I chose my deck effectively. Cool, I've still got a quest, so I don't get a new one. And we're over to the study phase, so that's 4 of those. So I've got 8 cards to choose from. I could summon an Andromeda, that could be useful. Remove to target blue room. Okay, I can... The room is considered blue for this turn. Then I'm 1 for each model other than yourself and your evocations in the blue rooms. So if I say purple, that's going to give me 2 VP. I don't really want VP because at the moment on 0 and the Bone Knight attacks on 0, so I've got to kind of lose a point. So with that in mind, I'm going to go reading the stars to start with. I'm also going to get a forgotten spell. Oh, I can just do 7 damage. Oh, there we go. I'll just do the Black Rose. Destroy the Bone Knight, get the power points from that. Boom. How do I get rid of all of those Langdeschlecht? That's the point. No, the Abyss gets rid of Staff. So, let me think. What is my best player here? I actually think moving here and targeting the Abyss, getting rid of one of the Landesschlecht, this one, for example. Then, I mean, I'm going to get destroyed with the Landesschlecht. That's the problem. They hit for 2, you see. So no matter where I go, yeah, that's going to happen. So I think I'm probably better off destroying the Bone Knight, activating the Black Rose room, getting another forgotten spell, using Disintegration, destroying the Bone Knight. Then I need to use a standard action to move. I can move to the Abyss and get rid of another one. Then I could... Or... This is where I love this game. Or, if I do Reading the Stars, I can lose 1 power point to draw one of the 3 level quests. Therefore, I will be at -1 Perlium and the Bone Knight will not attack me that action. The 3 Landesschlecht will. But is that going to be better? So I can then move to the Abyss, get rid of the Landesschlecht, destroy the Bone Knight, which will be my second action. They will destroy me. They will destroy me. That's inevitable. I'm okay with that. I could. Oh, actually, I could do it slightly different. I could activate. I can go to the Sanctuary, heal 2, and then I can destroy. Then I can do the questing thing, or do the questing thing first, actually, and then do that, just in case I need to go somewhere. Yeah. Then I can heal 2. Then this one is the only one that will attack me, and the Bone Knight won't activate because I'll be at -1 Perilium. These will move up towards me. Then I can do some destruction. And these 2 will both go to here. So then I can destroy all of those. Ooh. And then I can just move to the Abyss and get rid of everything else. Okay, I think this will work. I like it. I like it a lot. So, I'm going to move, heal 2, and look at the quests. So that's in my number 1. I'm going to... That's my first turn. I'm going to destroy the Bone Knights and the Langdeschlechts, round 2. And then I'm going to move to the Abyss and get rid of the last one in my last turn. Leaving me with 3 cards I got to get rid of for the Black Rose War at the end. Okay, let's do it. So, first action is to do my first spell, which is Reading the Stars. Look at the first 2 quests of Moon 3. So let's give them a shuffle. So I'm going to actually have more than 1 quest, but it does mean I have to complete them both. So 1, 2. If we've got a yellow room, we're going to be looking awesome. So the Mirrors room or the Crypt. The Crypt is all the way over there. Oh man, red. Oh, that was amazing. Oh, if that wasn't there, this would be ridiculous because I could basically go over there, do the Crypt, remove 2 undead. Boom. But it's not going to work. There may be no black rose in the room to complete the quest. Instead, normal effects. Copy the effects of 2 rooms without evocations in them. And they haven't got anything that... Okay, they're really good. I like Crystal Jungle, so I'm going to go to Crystal Jungle, which is the Mirrors room because it's a blue room and I'm good at getting to blue rooms. Do you just... So I lose 1, most importantly, I lose 1 power point to go to -1 Perilium. That was essential from doing that. Then my second action is to do a standard action, move and activate the Sanctuary to heal 2, which will keep me in the game for a minute. Right, the Landschlecks all activate. This one comes in and hits me for 2. So I get those 2 Hoons back. And these move 2 to go close to me. Like so. To be 1 away. So from top to bottom, so that was right, I believe. Yeah. Then the that's it in terms of their turn. Then my turn. So we're going to do this one first, which is my second spell, Meteor Swarm. Targeting this room here, 4 damage on all targets. So that destroys these 2 Landschlecht. That's the 1 and 5. Nice, I'm happy about that. And instability in my room. Oh, it does mean I'm dead. Actually. So, with that in mind, is it... that's really annoying. I didn't think that through. There's a Landschlecht literally in front of me. Alright, we're gonna have to go to one of these. It's a bit annoying. I could still go to here, but no Black Rose room this time around. So another instability in this room. That gets destroyed for 7 damage. I then complete this quest to get me 2 power points, and I go ahead of the Black Rose, so I'm +1. And that's my 2 actions. The Landschlecht kills me off, which is fair enough. So they get 1 trophy, which will count towards the end of the game. They're worth a certain amount, and I go to my room. So that's my go. So we're going to do it. We have to do a standard action. Right. I'm thinking the alchemic laboratory because, or do we get rid of that Landschlecht? I think I'm happy with it in there. Gives me something to destroy. Rather than doing that, this was move to a blue room and activate it. Oh, okay, I can do that anyway. Cool. Or do I want a Landschlecht to kind of help me along the way? The Bibliothèque. Return a card to your hand from the mage board. So if I activate this, I can grab... which includes... Oh my word, okay. I'm going to here and activating this. And it says, when in the cleanup phase, I can remove one of the return one of these cards back to my hand. including Disintegration. Wow, that's an obvious one. And my second action is to play my third spell, which is Shadow Step. So I'm going to move to a target blue room. Which is going to be the Abyss. I'm going to activate that, I think. Or do we want to grab 2 cards from my... Well, actually... No, sorry. Yeah, 100% not doing the Abyss. Go into the Mirrors room, because I completely forgot that was my quest. So activate the Mirrors room. There may not be in this room to complete quest, there's no evocations in there. Instead of the normal room effect, copy the effects of 2 rooms without evocation in them. Now, it doesn't say that have already been activated, like in the normal way, okay? So that's what the normal effect of the new Mirrors room does. So I think it just means any 2 rooms that don't have evocation in, that's what it says. So I can go for any 2 rooms. Anyway, I get 3 power points for that, so that takes me to 14, which takes me up to +4 Paralium, but again, I'm not really fussed about that. That Landschlag is going to come and pound me, but I'm alright with that. So with that in mind, actually, I will get rid of the Landschlag using the Abyss, and I will copy the effects of 2 rooms without evocations in them. So I think that's the opposite. So I don't think I can activate ones that have already been activated. And it doesn't say you can't use the Black Rose. It doesn't say not including the Black Rose room. So I'm going to activate the Black Rose room. Now that may not be right, but we're going to go with it. So I get rid of 3 cards, which is going to be Andromeda, that one, and that one. So I'm going to discard those 3 cards. I'll grab 3 from here. Enters room, you can steal. Ooh, that could be good. Enters room, inflicts 6 to it. If it is a mage defeated, no. No one else earns. Yeah. That bottom part's not great. Oh, the Infamy Accrete. So fun. The 2 rooms adjacent to the target room become stable and you take the tokens. You cannot make it unstable the throne. Oh my god. I love the Infamy Accrete. It's that model as well. When that model. Oh. All models within 2 from your room suffer 2 and re-3. 3. All mages win, no. So that's Infamy Accrete. All day long, Infamy Accrete. I just love it so much. It's my favourite Forgotten spell at the moment until we get more. I think we're getting more Forgotten spells. So, I think that's all my actions. There's no evocations, Black Rose evocations to activate. So we go to clean up. Because of this, I get to grab Disintegration back from my hand. Nice. 2 Forgotten spells in my hand for next turn. These get... Oh, did I not destroy the Abyss? Oh, that's a shame. These 3 get discarded. And we... all the activated rooms get refreshed. Okay. So we got 3 cards in hand with 2, which is nuts. 2 of them, love it. Okay, going back to the Black Rose phase. He runs, he kills. Oh my word. Hang on, that's not fair. Summon 1 Infamy Accrete to the Black Rose room. Oh, you are kidding. Every step you take, the Infamy Accrete moves a step closer to you. 4. So now we are joint on power points, which takes us to 0 Paralium. Wow. Oh man. If I destroy the Infamy Accrete, I get 5 VP. Oh, this is not what... Oh, I can do 7 damage. I can do 7 damage straight away. That's nuts. That is nuts. That is so good. How much does the Infamy Accrete have? Probably about 20. Let's find him and find out. So sorry, I'm just going to go through these and see if I can find Infamy Accrete. I love it. Just as I was about to summon the Infamy Accrete, they summon it. But if I can destroy it, I can summon it afterwards. and just have it moving around. Well, actually, I might not. I might just make 2 rooms unstable. We just get a ton. Here it is. It only has 8 health. Okay. I must be able to find a way to destroy Infamy of Crete then. That's good. Every time Infamy enters a room, place 1 instability in it. Does 8 damage. Wow. It's got a Perilium rating of 3. So we're alright with this. Oh, I just wish I had the model. Slower. Okay. Interesting. It's not going to activate on my turns. That's the important thing to make. Right, let's draw 4 cards. My Grimoire. As long as I get 1 that does damage. Remove the evocation and take its place. This technically is an evocation. Oh, that seems very strong. But I want to get the 5 VPs from destroying it. Come on. Ah, here we go. That will work. This is tough. Okay, we'll be fine. Oh my word. Oh, these would be so good. This is so cool. I love this, what I've chosen. Choose the target evocation, acts immediately under your control. Can you imagine how hard that would be? I would just target Infamy of Crete, and then I can move him around and destroy stuff. It's not going to make a difference at the moment. Okay. So we'll do that. And I think... Oh man, this is so strong though. This is so strong. Remove target evocation and take its place. Earn 1 power point, and you can activate that room. So I can activate the Black Rose room as well. I know I don't get the 5 VP from that. 5 VP is so strong. 5 VP is so strong. Oh no, I need to destroy it. I need to destroy it. Okay. So, 7 to target. No, hang on. Hang on. So I can go to the observatory, which draw 3 quests from the actual moon and swap 1 of them with yours. Oh, that could be really strong anyway. All I'm thinking is every step you take, so every time I move, it will move 1 towards me. So what I've got to be careful is I can't do the damage to it because it's not in line of sight. So I'm going to have to move to make it move, and then I can do the 2 damage. But I'll be taking it to the throne room, which isn't great. Oh, that's rubbish. That's really pants. That's not true actually. I can, as long as I go to something around the outside. I could go to the garden. Place 1 in the garden room and in 1 adjacent room. So I can do 1 to the sanctuary. Okay, I like the sound of that. So what I'm thinking, move to the garden, activate, complete the quest. He will move into the pleasure room. Then I'll do the 7 damage and the 2 damage. Okay, yeah, this will work. 7 damage, whoops, and the 2 damage. So those 2. So standard action first, then 1 of these, probably the first spell. Then kill him off by moving to the room. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to be activating the pleasure room, which means that what? What's the pleasure room doing? Move an event card on the event board 1 space to the left or right. It's not going to make any difference. That's a bit rubbish. I still think it's to play, but it's not great. Alright, fair enough. So we've been in the pleasures room. I want to get the Black Rose room again and just get a ton of these spells, sorry. 2 rooms adjacent to the target room, and that can be anywhere. That's mental. Not the So I could go for 2, so I could choose this room and just make these 2 go. Oh, that's a definite. That's what's going to happen. So Infamy Accrete, but not summon him, just literally destroy rooms. That's not going to work. I can take 2 cards. Move to blue room and activate is always strong, especially the mirrors room. But not in this case. Oh, but I can activate. Nah, not really. I think just grabbing more cards, to be honest. So let's do 2 from my memories. So I'm going to just move 1, and I should have enough to move to the Black Rose. I've got 3 cards in hand. We get another Forgotten Spell. I think that's my play. Right, let's give it a go. So, standard action to move to the garden to activate. So we do our quest. Fortunately, it's only worth 1 VP, so we're on a +1 Perileum, and he activates at 3. So we're still fine, he's not going to activate, which is what I have to rely on. He will move 1 step closer. Instead of the normal room effect, place 1 in the instability in the garden room and 1 to an adjacent room. Nice. And gain. Hang on, why did I get the 1 VP? Because of this quest. Okay, so that's it. That's it done. Then I'm going to use my number... Oh, hang on. No. Yes. Then I'm going to use my quick spell, actually. I should put these in the other way. Which does 1 instability in my room and 7 damage to said Infamy Accrete. Running out of cubes, but that should be fine. That's my 2 actions. So then it would be Infamy, but he's got a higher Perileum rating than my value, so he doesn't activate, which is so important. Then I'm going to use my first spell, which puts instability in that room. Bang, that's destroyed. That's VP. Move to room of the target model and inflict her 2 damage. Then I would move the target, but I don't need to because that's destroyed now. The Infamy Accrete. Ah, love it. Destroy the Infamy Accrete. Wow. Then I then trigger this, which gives me 5 VP. It takes me to 20. I'm now on +5 Perileum. Everything will attack me every turn. That is massive. Cool. Right, there's nothing to activate in between my turns, so I'm just free to go. So the next one I'm going to do is choose a room with the Infamy Accrete. So choose any room, 2 rooms adjacent to the target room. So this is the target room, and these are going to be the 2 adjacent rooms. Become stable, and you take the tokens. Now the beauty of that is I don't have to use the cubes. So I just take the 2, so we do literally just destroy them. And I get the power point straight away, so that's going to be 6. So that takes me to 26. Yeah, this might be a bit OP. Next, I'm going to use this one, I think, to put instability in this room and draw top 2 cards from my memories. I think that's what it says. Just draw the top 2 from your memories. I think that's what it says. It doesn't say choose them, does it? And then my final action is to move to here. I don't know. I mean, I could go to the bibliothèque, grab Infamy Accrete back. Yeah, I will do. I'll activate the bibliothèque, and I'm going to be grabbing 1 card back from my played spells part. Okay, that's end round, so clean up phase. So I'm going to grab that back into my hand, Infamy Accrete. This room gets destroyed, which is going to give me another 2 VP. 2 power points, takes me to 28. Pretty brutal. Those 3 get discarded to my memories. Refresh those. Refresh any rooms that got they've all been destroyed basically. That got activated. And we move on. Now swap the decks. to full moon, as that's what we're on now. That was absolutely drumming. Okay, yeah, maybe just making your decks completely is a bit too overpowered. I don't know. Maybe those pre-constructed decks have been really balanced to allow for that. I don't know. I think I'm very lucky to get quite weak characters to start with, I suppose. But yeah, we'll see. Right, let's see what the event is. The Divine Black Rose. Summon one Divine Altar in a room adjacent to your mage's position. Unfortunately, really unfortunately, there's no destroyed rooms adjacent to me, because that would be perfect. So I'm going to put it in a decent size. I might just put it in the throne room and then leave him to wait so that happens. Then summon one Divine Altar into a room of your choice. Oh, hang on, these give them... Oh yeah, they give them power points, so it doesn't actually matter. So with that in mind, I'm going to place them together because I can maybe do damage to all of them in the room. For each altar in play, it gets 1 power point. So fortunately, there's not much in play, so that just takes them to 16. He gets 3 for the actual effect of the card, so it takes him to 19. If I destroy 2 Divine Altars, I get 3 power points and discard it. We're nearly on endgame, because endgame triggers at 30 as per normal rules. So we're not far off endgame. We probably will finish it this particular round. I really want to get the Abyss blown up, because that's going to give me 3 as well. So that's going to be my aim for this. I'm going to be destroying 2 more rooms. So probably these 2 to give me 6 points. So it's going to be pretty brutal. Or maybe even these 2 to give me 6 points. So yeah, it should be right. Okay, that's that done. I need a quest, because I don't have one. Which is Careful Search, which is the Oracle Room, which I've blown up. So I can't complete that quest. Hence the problem with destroying all the rooms. I got 3 cards in my grimoire. So let's shuffle up my memories to make a new grimoire. Oops. Yeah, I'll tell you what, this is real good fun, but it is a bit easy. I think we'll see what the end game scoring is, but yeah, I'm pretty confident they're not going to do very well. And then 1 more from there. It's not the Forgotten Spell, so it's not super massive. Let's get the Divine Altars. One, 2. So there's the Divine Altars. 3 and a 5. 3 and a 5. Oh, I've put a Mutant Altar there for some reason. 3 and 5. Awesome. So that's all done. Obviously, Divine Altar is going to be activating every turn. So there's going to be effectively 1, 2, about 6 points just from Divine Altar, unless I can destroy them, which is obviously what I'm going to be aiming to do. So do I have a red spell? No, I don't, but I do have Infamy Accrete. So I could summon Infamy Accrete into that room, and therefore, let me just check, see how hard he is with these. There he is. 4 to all models in that room. The problem is they got 6 health. So, I don't know. I mean, I can do 4 damage to them, but I need to be able to do another 2 damage to all the creatures in that room. Is that possible to do? Oh no, I don't want to do that anyway, because I need to use it to destroy the rooms that's worth 6 VP, so that's much better. Oh dear. I can do 2 damage. Okay. We're probably better off destroying the Divine Altars to get the points from that and stop them getting the points. Which means I do have to use the Infamy-Accrete to summon the Infamy-Accrete. So we're going to summon Infamy-Accrete in Quick Spell, move to target room, and do 2 damage to target model. Oh, that won't destroy both. Ooh, I've got no destruction spells in my hand. Ooh, I've just read this. Remove all evocations in target room. Earn 1 for each removed. Boom. That's them gone. Then we're gonna make unstable 2 rooms. Oh, this is ridiculously strong. I'm not destroying them, so I'm not gonna get the VPs from that or discard it, but we don't need to. So we need to get as many VPs as possible now. So why don't we move to target blue room and activate. So is the treasure room still open? It's still alive, or do we destroy that? No, it's still there. It's there and alive. Okay. So why don't we move to here, get 1 power point, move to the mirrors room, get another power point. Oh, we can get some. Ooh, okay. No, look at the quests of Moon 2. Choose 1 and discard 1. I think that's going to be next before I do any moving. And then move to the target room. I really want to destroy this. That would make sense, right? So 2. Okay, so I could move here, activate this, then I can move here and activate this, just so I can play this card, do instability in there, and then move to there. Alright. Oh, that has instability. Ooh. This is really hard. This is really hard what to do. I think... okay, hang on. Remove the target evocation and take its place, and then activate. Again, it's pointless going there, but I think that's my better play because I'm going to move to there. Blah blah blah. Yes. Okay, I've decided. That's what we're going to do. Okay, so first things first, we're going to move. Is that right? I forgot what I'm doing now. To there. Yes. So first thing is standing action. I'm going to move to here and activate the Abyss, which will get rid of number 3. Next, I'm going to use my quick spell, which does instability in the room I'm in. Awesome. Then remove target evocation and take its place. Now again, I haven't destroyed any evocations, but that's fine. Then you can activate it. Again, I'm not really fussed. My Pyrelium goes to -1. I don't know how we track that with the throne room. Is it just for the round, or is it for forever? Do we just have a permanent -1? And how do we track that? I'm not sure. That's one thing I'm not really sure about. That's my 2 actions, nothing to activate, which is the whole point. Then we're going to choose, what we're going to go for. This room here. No, we're going to choose this room here, and we're going to destroy these 2 rooms here. So the cemetery and the alchemic laboratory, which gives me 6, which takes me to 34. And now they are destroyed. Okay. I think this is the right move, right? What was this? Yes. Then, because there's nothing to activate, I can just keep going through. My second one is reading the stars, which is look at the first 2 quests of Moon 3. You can lose 1 power point to draw 2 of them. So we'll have to see what they are and if I'm able to do it. Oh, activate the Black Rose room, both. 5 VP. There may not be any Black Rose evocations in the room to complete this quest. Instead of the normal effect, nothing happens, but I get 5 VP. It means, yes, I can definitely do that. I don't want to draw a Forgotten Spell because that doesn't give me anything. Awesome. So, I'm going to grab this one and lose a power point to down 33 because it's going to give me 5. Next, I do a standard action to the Black Rose room and I activate. And instead of the normal fix, I literally get 5 VPs, take me to 37. Nice. And my final action is to put instability in this room. Well, it matters, but move to target blue room and activate it. And I would say I will go for... Oh, I didn't go to the treasure room, did I? So all I can do is the -1 Paralium, permanent Paralium, someone +3. Pointless, actually. Yeah. Oh well. Okay. That's the end of the round. I destroy this room as well. Which gives me another 3 VPs, taking me to 40. Yeah, this is a bit of a drumming. Perhaps a bit too easy. Divine Mortal's disappeared. And that is it. So 40 plays 19. I think he gets 3 points for, let's go to endgame scoring. So we've done the quest, done events, blah, blah, blah. So that's only quest, the separate event board. Trophies, blah, blah, blah. Right, each trophy in possession of the Black Rose at the end will give 3. So that takes them to 22. So they've got only 1 trophy. And that's it. Right, that's it. So 40 plays 22. I suppose I was lucky with the choices of my deck, but you know, I did spend a fair amount of time on my choices for building my deck. So I feel like I had enough control. It's very much felt like a control deck. That was the whole point of it. So going around activating blue rooms with the Abyss being getting rid of evocations, it's massive. So having that was quite important. Having things that targeted evocations was kind of key with this deck build. So I suppose I built a very solid deck to try and take care of the solo play. It was on normal. And I was lucky with the initial evocations. I mean, they were pretty pants, to be honest. You know, a couple of altars, some Landerschlecht and some Andromeda. There wasn't anything to really trouble me that much. It could have been far, far worse. So, yeah, I think with a few luck of the draws, I think came in my favour. I think having that bibliothek and Forgotten Spells is just so much fun. Being able to grab those back and use them the next round, love it. Absolutely love it. But as I say, it was relatively a bit of a coast. I was able to get rid of pretty much most evocations most of the time. But really fun, just perhaps a bit too easy. So whether they balance those pre-constructed decks and they spent time doing, I don't know. I'd have to play it obviously more. By playing it more with certain decks, I will get the idea of whether it was just a bit of luck. I mean, I grabbed that Forgotten Spell. I was lucky to get the Forgotten Spell, which basically destroys 2 rooms adjacent to it, which is just crazy because that's instant 6 points basically every time, which is just absolutely massive, obviously. And I was lucky to get all of that happening at the end of the game, towards the end of the game, which meant that when they get like Bone Knights out and all the rest of it, they weren't attacking me every single turn, because it can literally spiral the complete opposite way out of turn, and it has done in the past. So I think it's a bit of a luck of the draw, which is great. I love that. I love a bit of uncertainty in a game. But also I think it's obviously, you know, a bit about constructing your deck and try and hone it to go against this solo mode. Really love it. And I love the fact, I really enjoyed creating my deck. I loved creating my deck. I thought that was just, it was just so much fun. Just try and think about the combos and what's going to be the best for me to kind of tackle a solo play. Absolutely love it. This game is so much fun. Okay, so I'm sure you guys are as excited as I am at actually receiving Wave 2, all the miniatures, getting paint on those miniatures. I haven't quite finished all the painting on the core set yet, Wave 1, so that's to be done. But it will be done soon, and then I can crack on with playing some more solo while we're in our current social distancing times, as it were, to keep playing this awesome game. It is a complete fan favourite in the game group as well, which is awesome. So when we do get back to playing together, it's going to be a massive hit with all the extra content and the legendary scenarios. Oh, they look so good. I think there's 4 in the Wave 2 content, and Marco kind of showed those pages. And Ezio, who's from Assassin's Creed, he's got a legendary scenario himself, and his miniature's massive. I was not expecting it. It's not this size. It's not this size. It's more this size. So it's more Cerberus scale, or Bone Knight scale, I suppose you can say. So really, really awesome. Cannot wait. I'm sure you guys can't either. And it's not long. I would say probably EU, Europe, which I'm from. It said that I think the boat's docking on the 15th. Leaving on the 15th. So don't expect anything for about a month. And then I hope things will be shipping in about a month's time, by the time the ships arrived, cleared customs and gone to the hub, ready to ship out to all of us. So probably about a month's time for EU, I would expect. That would be my estimation from other Kickstarters and so forth. We should be receiving our Wave 2 content, and I cannot wait. I literally only had one negative from the whole unboxing, and that was the quality of, and I know this has been talked about absolutely tons, but the quality of that cardboard box in terms of all the content comes in, I don't know how strong and durable that's going to be. I really hope it does feel like a solid cardboard box like this one is. I don't care about the fact it's grey. That doesn't bother me at all, and it's got a sleeve, to be honest, because all the content that's involved in it, it's just the strength. Is it going to withstand it? Is it going to be durable enough? Because that would be really disappointing if not. But that is my only negative. They showed all of the replacement cards with all of the erratas done on them. Absolutely phenomenal. It's got all of the solo content, of course, which is all new. The vast amount of miniatures and so many new characters to play. Remember, we've been playing with 2 characters, okay? 2 characters. We're getting like 50 new characters. It's nuts. Also, I really love the player board design they've got, in the sense of you've basically got this, exactly like this, just 4 of them, except for there's a cutaway here, and then you put the characters' cards there. And it's got a really nice mechanic where instead of having different number of slots, it's got 12. And then it's got a little arrow on the card where your life total is. I think it's just such a nice, simple way of doing it. We got asymmetric mages, absolutely awesome. It still looks exactly like this with the player board, so it will look exactly the same, and it'll play, because it's such a nice player board. It'll play exactly the same. Ton more rooms to use as well, which is so cool. Personally, I'm really disappointed because I didn't get the Inferno expansion, and my word, he unboxed that. Lucifer is a ridiculous model. I mean, I want that expansion just for her model. It is just amazing, absolutely amazing. So there you go. There was a little playthrough of the solo mode, just to kind of maybe just to watch and think about for when our Wave 2 content comes by. And I really wanted to kind of do this, go away from the pre-constructed deck, because when we get all of our schools of magic, the possibilities are going to be endless. And it's a really nice way to get to learn some of the spells and how they work. You aren't going to, well, you can do if you want, but you're going to stay away from ones that target mages, because there are no mages in the solo mode. It's all evocations, Black Rose evocations. So with that in mind, don't get spells that target mages. So that gets rid of a whole section of it in the normal game, but certainly with some of them, some of those things. And I really like the idea of like 7 from a predominant, from your main school of magic, 5 from a secondary school, 3, and then 3, 2, and 1 from your kind of like your bolster school. So you're using a range of schools, but you are focusing on effectively 2 schools of magic. So imagine like having demonology and blood magic as your main 2. It's going to be absolutely awesome. And that's kind of why I'm just thinking about sort of rules for creating decks. Now, as I said, I didn't see any indication or any evidence in the unboxing of rules for creating your own deck. And I basically paused it just as Marco was turning the page. So I think I'll put a question up on his post in Facebook and just ask that question. What are the rules? If he can take a photo of the rules for creating your own deck. And if there isn't any, maybe we develop one like I've been doing today. Okay, but I'll have to play it a lot more to see about balance issues. Whether this happens every time I play it on normal, or if I lose sometimes playing normal. So plenty of play to go on with before that month's over. Hopefully that we get our Wave 2 content and the official solo rules and components. Okay, guys. Bit of a chat at the end of that game. I will timestamp, of course, a lot of the videos just so you can go to certain parts if you didn't want to hear about the discussion of Wave 2. Perhaps you didn't back this on Kickstarter, in which case you're probably not going to get the Wave 2 stuff. You're just getting the core box. You can play this print and play version. You just grab it straight from Facebook. I'll try and find the link. Actually, were we allowed to? I don't know if... I think you had to be a Kickstarter backer to play it solo. So if you're watching this solo, I'm afraid you had to have backed the Kickstarter to be able to get that content. I think that's right. I will double check. I'll go back and double check, see if I... maybe I'll ask Ludus Magnus Studios as well, see if I can release the files and put the link on the video, on this video, just in case you picked up this, just the retail version, so literally just the core box, and you want to play this solo. Now you're not going to get the Wave 2 stuff, which is really unfortunate, unless you buy it from the second market. But yeah, I just cannot wait. And yeah, Black Rose Wars solo as an example, and a little bit of discussion afterwards. Thanks very much.